truck tonight. Yeah! Oh yeah! Oh yeah!
Switch it over! Can you save it?
Here we go!
Welcome back, MTA viewers, to a sold-out capacity crowd right here inside of the MTA Arena. Thank you guys for watching this video. Be sure to comment down below, subscribe to us if you haven't already. Tonight, here on the Friday Night Special, 8 of the best Diecast monster trucks are going to be throwing it down, all trying to chase the Friday Night Special Championship victory. We've got some of the best trucks and drivers ready to throw it down in this pin-to-point style matchup here tonight on the MTA YouTube channel. Jumping right into the Friday Night Special as the trucks get back into the pit area. Here's how round one action is going to be shaken down out of Circleville, Ohio. The Samson Chevrolet gets ready to take on the Carolina Crusher. Following that, Bigfoot set to take on the Gravedigger. Then the other side of the bracket, Snakebite ready to take on the Barefoot Dodge. And then closing out round one competition, it's the return of Monster Patrol ready to take on the Wildfoot Ford out of the Bigfoot camp. Up first, coming to the line here tonight on our Friday Night Special, it's the return of Dan Patrick out of Circleville, Ohio, and that Patrick Chassis Sampson ready now to take on the native out of Wadesboro, North Carolina, Gary Porter and the Carolina Crusher here tonight over here on the inside lane. Both trucks representing the Bowtie camp here tonight. They're rocking the Chevrolet motors. Who's going to take it on in the semifinal? Samson, Carolina Crusher. Green light goes down off the whole shot to go. Samson got the lead on. Crusher coming back now. And what a ride it was for Gary Porter in the Carolina Crusher on the inside lane. Almost got a little shaken up there over that last set of cars. He will pick up the win, however, over the Samson Chevrolet. We'll see Carolina Crusher back in the semifinal competition. Here's another look at your MTA replay here. Off the line, Dan Patrick and Samson got the whole shot down the straightaway. Watch, here comes Gary Porter on the inside lane. Carolina Crusher goes through no man's land right here on the last set of cars. The rear end kind of hiked up on him. He was able to shut it down, getting into the tires and the hydro barriers down there on the shutdown area side of the track. But right now, we're going to find out who Carolina Crusher is going to be facing off against inside of semifinals out of Kill Devil Hills, North Carolina. Dennis Anderson and the Gravedigger now in the outside lane to take on Dan Runny and the Bigfoot Ford all the way from Pacific, Missouri. He's ready to rock the house on the inside lane. Bigfoot taking on Gravedigger. Green light goes down off the line. They go. Bigfoot got the whole shot. The Gravedigger trying to come back on him. Digger's in trouble. Rolls the truck over. Anderson upside down in the shutdown area. What an incredible ride it was for the Gravedigger. Bigfoot got a little out of shape over here on the inside lane. Let's go back and take another look at your MTA replay. Off the line, Dan Runny and Bigfoot has a whole shot on the Gravedigger. Anderson knows he's in trouble. He's trying to come back on a watch your outside lane. Gets a little crossed up over that second set of cars. On two wheels goes the Gravedigger, and over he goes. But if you got the chance to check out the inside lane during that, Dan Runny and Bigfoot got out of shape. He brought it back down on all four tires here tonight. Those are Firestones, not BKTs, ladies and gentlemen. Now the MTA track road officials down there with Team Gravedigger. Anderson's out of the truck, waving to the fans he's A-OK. He was trying to chase down the Bigfoot Ford. As you see, as they roll the Gravedigger back over, breaking off the right front tire, probably shear the knuckle right off of that axle house, and the Gravedigger crew's got a lot of thrashing to do to be back here in the future on the MTA YouTube channel. Nonetheless, Bigfoot will face off against Carolina Crusher inside of the next round. Speaking of next rounds, here tonight in round one, all the way from Pontoon Beach, Illinois, Fred Schaefer in the Big Red Dodge and Barefoot over here on the outside lane. He gets the hard task of taking on Colt Cobra out of Cobra Creek, Colorado in the Ford BDS Supercharged Brass Eagle Snakebite. Inside lane, dodges forward down the straightaway. They go side by side through no man's land. It's a close race. And both drivers having a hard time getting their trucks low down there inside of the shutdown area. The question right now by the MTA officials is, did Colt Cobra get all front tires on that last set of cars? Take another look at your MTA replay here. Side by side, the Ford and the Dodge throwing it down. Up and over no man's land they go. Colt Cobra and Snakebite goes over to the inside of the track, and he only gets the left front tires up on that last car stack. And look at your finish line. That's how close the race was. And looks like Colt Cobra was able to save the truck, but Barefoot will be your round one winner here tonight over Snakebite. But now, ladies and gentlemen, as we get set and ready to close out round one competition all the way from Portage, Indiana, Paul Schaefer bringing back the Monster Patrol Chevrolet stage over here on the inside lane. He's got his hands full because over on the outside lane, Andy Braston Wildfoot representing Team Bigfoot out here tonight from Pacific, Missouri. Ford and Chevrolet to close out round one. The green light goes down. Monster Patrol got the whole shot. Braston on the outside trying to go back, making contact, and over goes Andy Braston Wildfoot as Schaefer crossed over, got into the Wildfoot Ford, and over he goes across the finish line. What an incredible matchup here tonight to close out round one competition. Take another look at this, ladies and gentlemen. Off the line, you see Monster Patrol pulls out a sight lead on the Wildfoot Ford. Up and over no man's land now. Watch Paul Schaefer get crossed up, tags Andy Brass right there on the other side of the track, and over goes the Wildfoot Ford here tonight. Something we did not expect to happen, but nonetheless, the Bigfoot crew is going to be thrashing to get Wildfoot back for round two competition here tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, don't go anywhere. We got more great racing still to come. The Friday night special is just getting kicked off. Semi-final action is coming up next. But first, we're going to hear from our boys over at the Crush This Podcast.
It's bigger. It's louder. It's better than ever. This still isn't your typical motorsports podcast. This is the 10th anniversary of Crush This, a monster truck podcast brought to you by J Concepts. For 10 years, your hosts, the monster truck Canucker Brad Shaw and Dan Chichagash, have brought you into the minds and personalities of the monster truck industry. Strap in and hold on tight. This is Crush This.
A big shout out to our friends over there at the Crush This Podcast, Brad Shaw and Dan Chichagash. Thank you guys so much for supporting the MTA YouTube channel, and also congratulations on your 10-year anniversary of Crush This. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to semifinals here tonight on your Friday night special. Earlier tonight in round one, the action was crazy. Here's how semifinals is going to be shaken down. Carolina Crusher and Gary Porter taking on Dan Runny and Bigfoot. Other side of the bracket, Fred Schaefer and Barefoot taking on Andy Brass. In the Wildfoot Ford, the crew's still down there thrashing, trying to get that truck back and ready for semis. But up first, all the way from Wadesboro, North Carolina, Gary Porter, Mr. Consistency in the Carolina Crusher, taking on the big bad Ford Oval Brigade. All the way from Pacific, Missouri, Dan Runny, one of the top tier drivers out of the Bigfoot camp. He's representing the big Ford Oval in that far lane. So a Ford Chevrolet shootout here tonight to kick off semis. Who's going to take it to the finals? Bigfoot and Carolina Crusher down the straightaway they go. Crusher got the whole shot. Here comes Runny on the outside lane, and they almost make a little bit of contact going over the finish line and trying to shut it down, getting the trucks woed down there. We're not sure who got the win here tonight as we kick off semi-final competition. Take another look at this, ladies and gentlemen. Off the line, Gary Porter, Carolina Crusher, inside lane, has a slight lead. Here comes Dan Runny on the outside in the Bigfoot Ford Oval. Watch here as they go over the last set of cars. Gary Porter, much like Snakebite earlier tonight, did not get both front tires on that last set of cars, so Dan Runny and Bigfoot will find his way into the finals on a technicality. Now, the story remains behind Andy Brass and Wildfoot. The crew has got that truck back at the line. Not sure if it's at 100%. He is ready to throw down against Brad Schaefer, all the way from Pontoon Beach, Illinois, in the Dodge Hemi horsepower Barefoot on the inside lane. So Wildfoot taking on Barefoot to close out semis. Ford taking on the Dodge, who beats Bigfoot in the finals. Here's the green light down the straightaway, side by side down to the first, jump through no man's land, and it's all Andy Brass in the Wildfoot Ford, who we thought was not going to make a hard run, and here he is. He upsets the Barefoot Dodge, and now finds himself in the finals against a teammate in Dan Runny and Bigfoot. So it's going to be an all-foot shootout here tonight in our final round showdown. Andy Brass and Wildfoot taking on Dan Runny and Bigfoot. Who's going to take away the championship? We'll find out next. Are you ready to get in on the action here on the Monster Truck Attitude YouTube channel? Look no further. Head over to Facebook where you can sign up for all the great events we host right here on the MTA YouTube channel. Be sure to sign up for the events and register your name and get locked in with a monster truck of your own and get ready for the great thrills and spills right here on the MTA YouTube channel. Again, find us on Facebook, register for these events, and you soon will be competing in all the great events. We hope to see you there, and get ready for the wild and crazy action. Be sure to subscribe and turn on all notifications so you don't miss a beat right here on the Monster Truck Attitude YouTube channel. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Friday Night Special here on the MTA YouTube channel. Here's how our final round showdown came to be. Earlier tonight, Dan Running and Bigfoot won on a technicality against Gary Porter and Carolina Crusher. Then, on the other side of the bracket, Wildfoot absolutely waxed the floor with Fred Schaefer and Barefoot earlier tonight on a truck that had already rolled over due to Monster Patrol making a little bit of contact. But now, it's time for the final round showdown between two teammate trucks all the way from Pacific, Missouri, representing the Big Ford Oval Camp. There you see Andy Brass and the Wildfoot Ford ready now to take on Dan Runny in the Bigfoot Ford. One way or another, a Ford's walking away with a championship here tonight. Who's going to take it all the way here tonight in the championship round? Ladies and gentlemen, Wildfoot, Bigfoot, it's showtime here tonight. Down the straightaway they go. The Friday Night Special underway. They're side by side in the last of the cars. And for the second time tonight, Andy Brass and Wildfoot will roll the truck over, and Dan Runny and Bigfoot will look like he walks away with a championship win here tonight. We're going to go back and double check our MTA replay and see if Bigfoot did in fact get across the line first. Off the line they go. Inside lane pulling the lead again here tonight. Andy Brass trying to play catch up on him now through no man's land. Bigfoot over the last set of cars. Got a little bobbing up, but not nearly as bad as Andy Brass and Wildfoot. And ladies and gentlemen, your winner here tonight in our 8-truck field on the Friday Night Special. Give it up for your championship winner, Dan Runny and Bigfoot. And ladies and gentlemen, what an action-packed night here on the MTA YouTube channel. A little bit of a throwback for you, representing all the great names from the Pin to Point series back in the mid-90s. We sure hope you enjoyed the Friday Night Special right here on the MTA YouTube channel. Be sure to leave a comment down below of what you thought of tonight's show. We always love hearing back from the MTA fans. Thank you guys so much. Be sure, if you haven't already, crush that subscribe button, and I'll catch you down the road.
Standing tall up in victory lane, I done brought the pain and now they screaming my name. Yeah, everybody saw me rock the place. Now there's flashbulbs are popping and mics in my face. Always giving the crowd what they need. Now they're wearing my shirts front row to nosebleed. Now the crowd forms is what it's all about. Signing autographs until the lights out. Yeah, it's about that. It's about that. It's been a long time. It's about that time. It's about that. Cause it's about that. It's been a long time. It's about that time. It's about that time. It's been a long time. Yeah, it's about that time. It's about that. It's about that.